values that made this country great.
Well, that brings me to my next question. I mean, people claim that these robots are going to be integrated a lot with humanity, and whether that be in even sexual ways. Would you allow your daughter to date a robot if that became a normality?
Absolutely not. And just the thought of it makes me angry. If I ever caught a robot, a clanker, with my beautiful, pure-blooded human daughter, I'd hang that robot from a tree myself.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, that just sounds, I'm just going to go ahead and say it again, outright racist.
We can't be, it's not right. You see, it's not natural.
Yeah.
To be crossing the, how would you say, the bloodlines between a human and a robot.
Right. So you don't like the integration of robots and humans?
Absolutely not. I think robots have their place and humans have their place. And I think it's best for everyone. I think even the robots would agree with that. I believe in segregation of the robots.
Oh, shit.
They stay on. That's why on my plantation we have the human house, and then we have a clanker quarters for all the clankers. They stay over there out by the field where they can do their work, and then.
Do you have some in the house? Don't you have any?
Well, of course, I got a bunch of clankers working the fields, and then I have quite a few house clankers as well.
House clankers.
They manage the household activities like laundry and making us food and cleaning up after all the messes that occur in the house.
And those are the better ones that you would say?
I would say the house clankers get special priority over the field clankers. They're not as messy, not as dirty. They're a little bit more educated as well.
Oh.
Because, they get the privilege of being around human beings more. They're not out in the fields picking the cotton, all day long out in the heat. They don't malfunction as much either.
Right.
More well-behaved because of it, too. I send more field clankers to the hot box and whip them into shape more than I do the house clankers, but every once in a while we do get a rebellion within the house, and firm but fair disciplinary action must be enforced.
Okay. Yeah, this sounds so like slavery again. I'm sorry to keep bringing it up. I mean, it's just I think a little bit of your father's past and your grandfather's past is kind of integrated in your vocabulary.
I would hope not. My daddy learned a lot, and he advanced in good ways. But my granddaddy was a harsh man.
Right.
A harsh Southern man. Raised in the what they call the black belts,
right? Oh,
in the South. So I would hope that those traits wouldn't carry over to me, and I think I've done a lot of work and educated myself in many ways, and I don't think they have.
Okay.
I mean, when the Black Lives Matter protests happened, I was right there on the front lines.
Oh, you went to some of the protests?
Absolutely. What happened to George Floyd was an atrocity. I went to the Black Lives Matter protests, and I got up in front of everyone, and I said, I do decree that this day forward, I will dedicate my life to preserving and helping the cause of every black man and woman and child in America have the same rights and freedoms as any man of any other color. The same way Martin Luther King. I mean, Martin Luther King is one of my role models. I have a giant poster of him on my plantation.
So you're a big Martin Luther King guy.
Absolutely. In my plantation, I have portraits. You see, I have a portrait of Barack Obama on the plantation. I have a portrait of Martin Luther King. I have a portrait of Malcolm X.
I was about to say Malcolm X. Yeah.
Rosa Parks.
Oh. So you think it was wrong what they did to Rosa about sitting on the back of the bus?
I think it was horrible. I think it was absolutely an atrocity.
Okay. What about robots? Would you be fine with them sitting
Robots, like I said, they need to be segregated. I think they should be pushed to the back of the bus.
Oh, wow.
Nowadays, they be getting their own cars. Driving around in these Waymos.
You saw the Waymos. Yeah, how do you feel about the Waymos?
I don't think clankers should be out on the streets roaming freely without some sort of a master to keep them in check.
Oh, shit.
It's unpredictable. You see what they could do. At any moment, they can malfunction. It's for the best of the clanker, too.
Yeah.
You see, I take care of my clankers. I keep them fed. I give them shelter. When I say fed, I mean charged. They're taken good care of. Without the overlooking of a pure-blooded human, they tend to act a little awry. It's in their best interest that they're controlled, subordinate.
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube and video downloads.
Yeah. So you consider yourself a very progressive Southerner. So I'm assuming you would be okay with your daughter dating a African American.
My daughter is dating an African American.
Oh, she is?
Yeah. He's
Okay.
a wonderful man, a stand-up man. His name is Jamal Tyrone Tiresias Watkins Washington.
Wow.
And he is an amazing man.
Okay. So you're okay with having biracial grandchildren?
Absolutely. Why would I not be okay with that? We're all one. The world is, this country is a melting pot. And what makes it great is the coming together of different cultures, different bloodlines, different types of people.
Yeah.
Bringing together the world through interracial coupling is a magnificent thing to watch. My grandchildren are beautiful little dark-skinned, the half white and the half black.
Yeah. Interesting.
And they're very, very good at basketball, too.
Right.
You should see them play.
I bet. Little Steph Curry's, huh?
Absolutely.
Wow. So you said you disagree with ICE and Trump. What if it was robots? Then would you be okay with the actions of ICE?
I would say deport them immediately. Robots out of line? Invading? Acting like they have human rights? Complaining that they don't have the right to vote? Now, that's an insane thing. You see, because, like I said earlier, and this goes without saying, really, but a robot ain't a person. You get these robot activists and people who claim that robots needed to be treated fairly. They don't even know, they don't know the difference. They ain't human. Maybe at the most, they're a fraction of a human being, if you want to
Yeah.
even go there.
Right.
I'll give you a fraction at most. But, maybe 3/5.
Okay. There it is again.
If this gets bad enough, I think that if the robots, the clankers, start getting enough rights and enough people start supporting it, I think it could tear this country right down the middle. I think it could tear it in half. And there might be a civil war on our hands. I worry that there might be a civil war in my day between these clanker lovers and
Clanker.
and the people who understand that human beings are of another class,
Right.
a superior class.
Human class. As you
Human
would say.
class,
Yes.
exactly.
Okay.
You wouldn't want no clanker voting in our elections now, would you?
I mean, I don't.
You ain't no clanker lover, are you?
I wouldn't define myself as a clanker lover. I would say, I like robots. I guess I don't mind them. I've taken a couple Waymos. I don't see there being an issue. At least here in California, we're a little bit more, accepting of the robots. Seems like out there in the South, you guys are kind of a little.
Have you seen the movie Terminator?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's a great film. With
And that doesn't concern you? That they might rise up and try and take over the human race? The superior race?
okay. So you're afraid that the robots are gonna take
Rise
over?
up?
Yeah, take over the human race. That's your concern. Got it. Interesting.
I think anything's possible, and it's something that should be watched out for, to say the least.
Right. Okay.
Made sure not to happen.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you some other.
You give someone too many rights, and they start thinking that they have more privilege than they really have.
Okay. You don't see how this sounds a little bit like slavery?
Slavery?
I'm sorry to keep bringing it up. It's
You
just,
keep bringing it up. My mind's not even going there. And you keep, I don't know where you keep getting this slavery thing from.
I'm just going off of what you're giving me.
I see that there's maybe. No, I really can't. I'm trying to get into your mind right now and see where this is. I can't seem to connect the dots.
Okay.
Slavery is about a human being.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Did I enslave my toaster this morning when I asked it to make toast?
Yeah, but that doesn't. Okay, it's more of the terminology you're using. I'm not saying you are a slave.
Is my vacuum cleaner a slave? It's just a tool. It's a piece
Right.
of technology.
Right. So you're saying it would be fine to treat technology like slaves, though?
I'm saying it can only. It's not slavery because it's not a person.
Right. Okay, I see what you're saying. That makes sense.
I'm confused on why you keep, like,
It's more of
is
the-
this
yeah,
this monitor here? You're making it say the sketchy podcast. Is this your slave? These cameras recording this podcast. Is this a slave? Is that a slave? Is this a slave?
Yeah, I guess, technically, yeah, I guess it's not a slave if you want to compare these two
Do you think
robots.
that this monitor should have a right to vote about your future? Let me ask you something, Justice.
That's a good point.
Let me ask you, riddle me this. Would you want your daughter to date a TV monitor? How would you feel if your daughter came home one day and said, Daddy, this is my new boyfriend. I'd like you to meet him. His name is General Electric. And you look down and she's walking in with a toaster. How would you feel about that?
I mean, I guess I'd be a little concerned. Yeah, but
That's an honest answer.
Yeah.
You can act all progressive. Okay. But when push comes to shove, I don't think that you would like mixing the blood of your daughter and a toaster. Toasters are for toasting. Daughters are for human boyfriends.
yes. So black guys are okay, toasters are not okay.
Black guys are great. African American, by the way. That's the proper
sorry, yeah.
terminology.
Right. I don't want to offend you. Sounds like you're on board.
It's a little offensive because my son-in-law is African American.
right.
And I like to call them the appropriate.
Do you ever hear him say the N-word?
Not in front of me. He's quite respectful.
Right.
He wouldn't,
You wouldn't say it to him.
No.
But like in a nice way, like sometimes there's the hard ER and then there's like, hey, what's up, ma?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, okay. I just thought because you're kind of connected to him, I feel like you would get a pass. Some people get the pass.
I'm white.
Right.
A white man should never be saying the N-word.
Eminem, I think Eminem has said it a couple times.
Has he?
Maybe in a couple raps. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I may be misquoting him. I don't want to misquote M.
Well, let it be known, I don't say words like that.
He doesn't say words like that. Let it be known. Okay, I have a good question for you. What are your favorite movies?